This is Namsu for Global Peace Foundation, covering the concurrent sessions of the International Forum on One Korea. Today, to help cover these sessions that will be happening simultaneously, we have Myung here.
Hello, Myung here. Together we'll be taking you into the sessions. I'm really excited for the sessions today. What are you looking forward to?
I'm just looking forward to the practical conversation related to unification.
Yeah, me too. So let's go. It looks like the first session is about to start.
So this is Taking Action for Korean Reunification. This session will examine the roles, strategies, and success stories of Koreans for the reunification of the peninsula. Several experts such as Choi Sung-ha, the city councilor for Kingston City, England, and Richard Lee, president of the Alliance for Korean United USA, attended this session. In particular, one North Korean defector that showed up to the session was Eiko Kawasaki. She is the chairwoman for the non-profit organization called All Gather. In 2011, she defected to Japan after 43 years of living in North Korea. Regretfully, she couldn't bring her children, who knew nothing of the world outside their home country. She gave a heartfelt testimony on her experience in North Korea. She stated that based on the spirit of Hongik-ingan, we need to use this spirit that founded Korea 5,000 years ago to reunify the peninsula. Her main message was that the baggage from her generation should not be carried on to the next, as it did with their children. With strong determination, she said, "In my lifetime, I should put in all my effort to unify Korea, or else I would have no chance of seeing my children again."
I'm heading to the denuclearization and lasting peace in the context of a unified Korea. This session will explore the prospect of denuclearization of the Korean peninsula within the larger context of Korean reunification. During this session, experts like William Parker, President and CEO of the East-West Institute USA, and Ambassador Dr. Jargal Saikon, Ank Saikon, the chairman of the NGO Blue Banner, spoke about denuclearization through their unique perspectives. Doug Bando, a senior fellow at the Cato Institute USA, who specializes in foreign policy and civil liberties, also made an appearance. He frequently appears as a commentator on ABC, CBS, CNN, and various other news outlets. He outlined a pragmatic perspective on the issue of denuclearization of the Korean peninsula. He said, "We need to be creative in our objectives of trying to find a way to push denuclearization and at least achieve meaningful steps if we don't get everything."
So we're back from the first session. How was it, Myung?
It was really good. I liked how there were many perspectives and views that were shared on this issue. How was your session?
I just like how they actually had activists sharing their thoughts based on their experience.
Nice. So I think the next session is going to start.
Let's go. This is North Korea Religious Freedom and Human Rights Advocacy session. This session will develop a strategic plan to advance religious freedom and belief in North Korea. Out of all the high-level participants, one was Paul Murray, the senior pastor of the Lighthouse Church in Maryland, USA. He has been active in Christian leadership for over 25 years, serving on the executive board of the One Way Churches International. Along with this, he had a history of volunteerism, serving as a former Peace Corps member to Tunisia. From his experience, His main message was that as activists, we need to rise up and become the forerunners of the fate of the Korean Peninsula, as well as the rest of the world. He said, "We all realize that if we want reunification to happen in our lifetime, it falls on us. We have vehicles that are in place to begin the process of addressing religious freedom. So it is our responsibility to open the door for the North Koreans who have been deprived from the freedom of worship as well as fundamental human rights."
Right now, I'm at the second session on Economic Opportunity, a new unified Korea and economic opportunity. This session will take a hard look at the preparation needed to take advantage of the opportunities of a reunified Korea. On the last session of the day, we saw experts like Nicholas Eberstadt, the Henry Wendt Chair in Political Economy, and Hui Yao Wang, the founder and president of the Center for China and Globalization. Wang pursued his PhD studies in international business, leading CCG among the top 100 think tanks in the world. In the world of publishing, he has written and edited over 70 books in both Chinese and English. One of his core points was that the situation of reunification is very different than it was 20 to 30 years ago. Now than ever before, there is a huge opportunity to lift both North and South Korea, and the economic opportunity is the biggest draw. He argued that economic prosperity can prevent conflicts as the world hasn't seen a major war since the economic expansion post-World War II. We're back from our second sessions. How did yours go?
Mine was really interesting. We focused on opening up religious freedom in North Korea because many agreed religious freedom was the fundamental solution to the lack of human rights. So, how was your economic session?
In my session, a professor at Hokkaido University, Kang-Cho Lee, highlighted and brought up an important point that if North Korea is transparent and clear about their plans, then we don't really need to worry so much about the economy because North Korea is so abundant in their resources that many countries are more than willing to develop it.
Well, that wraps up our concurrent session of the International Forum on One Korea.
Stay tuned of our coverage of the Action for Korea Festival launching a new wave of activism on Korean Independence Day.
Subscribe and we'll be back next time. Bye!